Hey, good morning, folks. This is Todd Walensky from True Saber Limited, True Saber Knives. This is one of my modern neck knives, a model I call the N2 for no other reason than it's the second or third derivation of my original design from 2 years ago. It kind of looks like a tadpole, but it really gives you a good way to choke up, precise cut, rip, or just use as a standard knife. But the topic of this video really is to more talk about Kydex and some rumors that are out there. This is a typical neck sheath, and I've made many neck sheaths. It's a simple sheath to make. Two rumors out there. Number one, Kydex scratches knife steel. Number two, you must use tape or a spacer to form your sheath around a knife, no matter what the size, to get the knife to fit correctly. Well, I say no. Number one, Kydex is plastic. There's no way Kydex can scratch hardened knife steel, no matter what the steel is. Number two, I like to fit my knife, fit the Kydex to each knife I make. And I don't use any tape, no spacers, nothing. I clean the Kydex. I keep it in a sterile environment, which for knife makers is not easy. Maybe some of you don't understand, but a knife maker environment is full of abrasives, abrasive dust, nastiness, and dust collects on everything, even in areas that you didn't know there were areas there. So it's important to keep Kydex, the raw Kydex, away from the knife shop and the grinder. And I do that. And I do not use tape because I don't want any space creating play in a sheath. You can see this one is, shaking this pretty hard. Maybe the video isn't keeping up with it, but this knife has been in use in a rotation for about 8 months now. It's W2 with a hamon. And you can see that the hamon, which is kind of a sensitive surface finish, really. It's an etch between the fast and slow hardening properties of the steel. Quite beautiful. It brings out the soul in the blade. But aside from all that stuff that we love, there's no wear from the Kydex on this knife. It's probably been in and out of the sheath 200 to 300 times over 8 months, maybe more. But I just wanted everyone to know this model neck knife is becoming more popular. I think more people are seeing it. The neck sheath is very secure. There's no play in this whatsoever. I'm shaking it really hard. And I wanted to dispel the rumor that edge wear, knife wear, blade wear is because something is actually embedded in the Kydex. So when you get a Kydex sheath from True Saber, it will fit without play. It will have a secure retention. It will have a snap-in fit, and the fit will be perfect. At least as perfect as I can make it. If for some reason you use a knife and you shove the knife back into the sheath with something on it that ends up being a problem, send me an email, give me a call, let me know. I can probably replace the sheath for you and be happy about it. I just want to keep you happy and keep the knives in circulation. So that's my take on Kydex and a good fit Kydex and how to do it. There's another knife. Sorry for the pause. I'm taking it off of my own neck now. That was, it's actually about 2 years old. It's one of the first knives I made. So you can see the black oxide's worn off the brass rivets. Yeah, it's on my neck every day. And there's no play in this neck sheath. And you can see that while it's worn from a Waterstone. It's been sharpened several times. My maker's mark is worn off because I didn't etch this one correctly. That's why I kept it. It's a very sharp knife. But there's no Kydex scratching on this whatsoever, and you can see the very secure fit. No play, clean release, secure fit. No play. Again, I don't know if I said it before. No play in the neck knife sheath. Anyway, take care, guys. If you have any Kydex questions, you can direct them to me. I will try to help you. But I want to give credit to Bob Dozier, the master of D2 tool steel and small Kydex sheaths, and Tom Crine, who's also a friend, mentor of sorts, and has really shared with me his take on Kydex and making them and keeping things clean. And Tom, without your help on this, I wouldn't be able to make the sheaths that I'm putting out with my knives today. So thank you, Bob and Tom. I want to give credit where it's due.